Welcome back to Pentanet Stadium here for Game 2 of our 4-game quadruple header at the 2022 Under-15 Boys and Girls National Tournament. It's Australian Lacrosse. It's live and it's free, courtesy of Lacrosse Australia and the Wembley Lacrosse Club up here at beautiful Pentanet Stadium, the home of the West Perth Football Club, within the lovely city of Joondalup. We're about 30 kilometres north of Perth for those who aren't quite familiar with Western Australia. And we're here today, all eyes now on the third place playoff between the Stars of Western Australia and the Fire from Victoria. Both these sides looking to bounce back after losing tough semi-finals yesterday. And if you're just joining us, this is, of course, we're halfway through the day. Earlier today, the Lightning defeated the Presidents by a score of 18-4. The Storm fell to Auckland in the 7th place playoff, 11-9. And the Western Metro fell to the Stingrays in the boys' 5th place playoff. It's just been concluded, our first broadcast game. The Stingrays winning that one by a score of 4-2. Well, this promises to be a big game, and my name's Tim Kennedy, and I'm joined in special comments today by the wonderful Shendell Oliver.
Hi, Tim. Great to be here.
Looking forward to it. Should be an exciting game.
It should be awesome. Can't wait to see these two teams go head-to-head.
Now, you were saying before you watched yesterday's games as well. Yep. Two magnificent semi-finals. The Stars are overawed early by a fantastic Comets team. They were out of that one pretty early.
Yeah, the Comets were absolutely phenomenal yesterday. I mean, I think, 8-1 in the first quarter?
Yeah, they flew out. Yeah, 7-0. Yeah, they didn't even get a look in that first quarter, and the game was over probably before it started. But the Stars grew into the game a little bit and would take some confidence from the way it finished. But the Fire, really interesting to see how they bounce back today. They lost a heartbreaker to Waikato yesterday.
Nothing worse than losing in sudden death. I mean, would you rather lose by 20 or by 1 in sudden death? It's hard to call, right?
But we were sitting up here next to some of the Victorian parents, and you could just feel the emotion going through, the crowd. And we had a really good, a lot of people watching from across the ditch and back in Victoria. It was junior women's lacrosse at its absolute finest, and we're expecting a lot of that today. So a lot of the young superstars out there. Yeah,
I can't wait to see what these girls can do. They to see this young talent, this group of young talented women coming through our game is pretty exciting for future women's lacrosse here in Australia.
As we're underway here in the third place playoff here, that's Georgia Floyd picking up the ball. Ooh. Accidentally tripped there. She'll get the ball back there, just sitting across the top of the foul. It's probably not the way you want to start with grass burn.
Yeah, no, not ideal, but she's got the ball. She's got some space. What is she going to do with it?
Georgia Floyd from the Camberwell Lacrosse Club. Big hello there. She goes off the field. Might have grazed herself by the looks of it.
Blood rule, maybe.
Yeah, early. We're about 10 seconds into this game, just taking a bit of a tumble. Big hello out there to wherever you are tuning in. Expect to see a few people tuning in from Victoria. 3-hour time difference here in Perth at the moment with daylight saving now underway. So 3 p.m. over in Victoria. It's 12 p.m. local time here. The sun is out.
Yeah, heat of the day. It's going to be 26 today, hot for the girls.
It's going to be a nice one. And, of course, the deck's played havoc all week. It's something different, I guess, for our East Coast colleagues, but it's bouncing like AstroTurf out there.
Yeah, a bunch of the parents have told me that they... Oh, shot.
Oh, that's Rhiannon Bergen there just ripping across the outside. She's going to be one of their go-to players here today for the Fire. She was really impressive yesterday and has been really impressive all week for the Fire.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was saying a bunch of the parents from the other states have told me they're not used to having so much bounce on the ground. They're used to playing in slush and mud. And so for this this change of kind of surface has been quite tricky for them. I don't know if we're used to it either. I think we can get just as soggy grounds, but let's see how we go.
Well, you've got to really think about your shooting channel there. As we know, Charlie Rose Rodwell coming into the game early. There are a couple of big saves for the Stars. She's going to have her work cut out for her today. The Stars will need a big game in the cage from her.
Yeah, she's been phenomenal this week. She's an East Freo girl, isn't she?
Yeah, she is, yep.
Yeah, big week for her. I noticed her earlier on in the week and I couldn't believe the saves. What the coaching that she's had has just changed her game over this week and
that's what's particularly interesting. We've talked about it at length for the last few days about the fact that obviously this is the first national under-15 tournament for 3 years. A lot of the upper age kids have sort of missed out on some tournaments. It's been a really rapid learning curve for these players, hasn't it, this week?
Yeah, seeing, even watching the men's game early, the maturity in their defence and the slides and what they were doing in that previous game that I was watching from home, yeah, they're playing beyond their years, and if we can keep this level up, we're going to look great as we move into our next 19s. Are they 19s or 20s?
Yeah, under 20s in 2024, and I was talking to some of the coaches earlier today, and some of these higher age players, I think, will be really good. Rhiannon Bergen's one in particular. She's got 1 year left, I believe, at this under 15 level,
wow.
which is just insane. You expect her to just dominate next year. As the Stars just step inside, that's Edwards with the ball, taking the ball to X.
Yep, Tali's had a big week. Oh, and here she goes for a drive and a shot.
Puts that one top right-hand corner. That's a tremendous finish there from Talia Edwards, sticking that one high. Not a hell of a lot there Chloe Tarshish could do for the Fire. Just stepped on the inside of her defender there, created a little bit of space. And that's really big for this Stars side. They obviously played on day one. Very different teams now with a week of lacrosse under their belt. But on day one, the Fire absolutely dominated the Stars, 20-7.
Yeah.
That's a huge confidence booster, isn't it?
Yeah, I think their comeback, I mean, they played better in their second half of that first game. But obviously the Fire were the better team on the day, so it's going to be interesting to see how this one really plays out.
We've got Ryan Spark down on the bench for us. He's got the wide brim cap out. We're getting him a bit of sunshine out there. Ryan, how's the temperature down there?
Timmy, it's gorgeous down here. Sun's out, my calves are burning. Looking forward to a good game.
Get some sunscreen on out there, Sparksy. Safety doesn't take a holiday.
There's the ball now just loose on the inside here as the Fire taking control earlier. This one won the first couple of draws of this game. Kicked the ball inside there. That's Chelsea Patrick with the ball. As they look to just slow down and get into their set there. Kicks the ball back through the middle. On the inside there. Great deep, great trail check there by Ashley Burton.
She's still got control of it though. Oh, and a shot.
Rips that wide. Little piece there on Rodwell as it goes through. Her third save early in this game.
The ball's going to go the Stars' way.
That's Annika Mason there getting the shot out. The Footscray Bulldog ripping that shot. Rodwell just getting a piece of that. Excellent positioning. Interestingly, that ball is bouncing. So from shooting from high, if you come over the shoulder there, you really need to get it. If you can use the bounce, it makes a huge difference, but you really are threading the needle with it, aren't you?
Yeah, some of the bounce shots have been crazy this week. Look at this, Chanel Agar with the ball. Isn't she? She's just so little, but she's so controlled. She's so poised. She's so strong. Look at her. Amazing.
As for those of you just checking in, we'll try and get you a score from the third place game over on field number 2 at the moment. Not sure. We'll see if Sparksy can get us a score over there. Sparksy, what's the score on ground 2? He's just walking over to have a look as Tash just makes a big save there.
Possibly 7-4.
7-4 lead there to the Cross. So the Cross are leading the Phantoms by a score of 7-4 over on ground number 2. So that is a battle for third spot as the Fire look to clear the ball out of defence there, repelling that Stars offensive move.
She's got some wheels, doesn't she?
Yeah, some very quick girls out there this week. Obviously, enjoying, no doubt, the beauty of having a beautiful field like this. The girls have really been able to unleash in transition. Of course, Chanel Agar from Bayswater, number 37 from the Stars, an absolute racehorse out there when she gets
rocket.
And there we go, right on cue, turns on the jets and she's off to the races. As you can see there, turns it on, looks to step past one defender.
Oh, big hit. And she'll get that foul.
She copped an absolute belting yesterday.
But she just gets up.
Well,
she just gets up.
They breed them tough over in Bayswater, that's for sure. As we come to know on a week-to-week basis, don't we? Always fun taking them on.
Well, your other commentator, Frenchie.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I can tell you now, that boy certainly clipped me around the ear several times throughout my playing career. As Agar with the ball, she's going to get an opportunity. Rips that one low. Great save from Tarshish.
Backed up by the Stars.
Ball goes out of bounds there. The ball's going to come back in by Sophia Birighitti, one of our favourites. She came in and commentated for us yesterday. You were saying before, an absolutely lovely young girl.
Yeah, and a weapon on the field. Her stick control and work for her age. Look at her go in her lacrosse IQ. Shame that pass didn't connect from Edwards, but
just couldn't quite get it there. The Stars leading this one early by a score of 1-0. Patrick now in the open, steps aside. Agar gets a nice piece there on the trail check. Turns the ball over. The Stars are going to push back there. That's Finny Barnett from Wembley, one of your girls there.
Yeah, she is. I had a bit to do with her this season. We played a scratch match against our 17s, and we were surprised at how fabulous they were and the skills that they had. Fire off again.
Kelly Morley
just been called back.
Yeah, just calling them back there. Really good experienced officiating career. Umpires have done a fantastic job here. Nice blend of umpires doing their first national tournament, their first exposure at this level, but having a world-level referee there like Kelly Morley out there to help guide things.
There's a couple around. Tammy Varga here as well. Definitely seen her this week.
Great opportunity for these officials as the ball rolls onto the inside there.
Oh,
pops
and a
that one.
goal.
Annika Mason there steps on the inside. Does a great job there of getting possession of there, winning that ball. Nice feed there. Just uses the bounce pass. Tried the best to just sort of strong arm that pass. Saw the opportunity there. I think that might have been Chelsea Patrick over there on the side. Bounces through. Pops up at a nice level. Annika Mason swooping through there. Scrounging that ball. Making no mistake. And the Fire square this one away.
Little stick check. Sticks all clear.
So for those at home, for the boys that are watching, so what is the stick check mechanic there? Is it's randomly selected each quarter?
So I believe that the umpires make an agreement at the start of the game about how many times they're going to check a stick off a shot or off a goal throughout the match, and so it might be every second one. It's hard to tell with the games, only 2 goals in, but to make sure that the stick is legal and the pocket's not too big, therefore being able to have the ball dislodged from a check.
It's Georgia Floyd back on the field there for Camberwell. She's one of the captains of this side, along with Rhiannon Bergen, two of the Camberwell players out there.
Yeah, they've had a big week, the pair of them. Heaps of stats on the board for them.
Kicks it on the inside, right on cue there. Floyd can't quite corral the ball there as the ball hits X. They continue to play for it, smothering
Almost
defense.
out of bounds, no.
Isla Emerson pushing. Isla
For a
Emerson with
push.
the push, yep. From the East Fremantle Lacrosse Club. Nice blend there, both these sides. Not limited to districts. They're selected from the overall state pool. As Floyd steps the corner and
Throws that over the top bar. Who's got the backup? It's the Fire on that one.
back in our day, which team were you? Which team are you aligned with at the moment?
I would say, we didn't have under 15s at my age. Tim was under 16s and I was playing for WA. But I'm considering most of the Wembley players are in the Stars team, it would definitely be me. But, in this role that we're in today, I'm very neutral. I would just want the best team to win and the girls have a great competition.
Oh, no, look, I'm not. I was a Brave through and through, so which will make my next game a little more challenging there, the Braves and the Thunder.
Yeah, so I was, my brother played for Thunder, so that's a bit of a no-brainer. But, like I said, when I was playing juniors, Tim, it was still under 16s and under 21s.
I knew that was a tough question to ask.
What a question to ask. Thanks for exposing how old we are.
Patrick here. She got an early assist here in this one. She's got an opportunity here now to add to her point tally with her first goal. Rodwell going to need to step up big here. Steps on the inside, rips that one there.
Oh, what a beautiful shot.
That's a
Hip
powerful
height.
shot, isn't it?
Lovely, lovely goal.
That's Chelsea Patrick. That's her first goal of the game.
Yeah, the parents are going wild here in the stands next to us to our right. They are loving it.
Yeah, nice, passionate fan base, the Victorians, a number of them getting through here. We had a camera up here, probably keeping an eye on everyone and seeing what was going on. We caught all the emotions of the games yesterday. As you can imagine, it was a cliffhanger stuff and a really good crowd as well. All the games had finished, so it was, there was the last game on between Fire and Waikato with everything to play for, and they, packed grandstands, terrific atmosphere. It's a beautiful ground, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so great to be here. I went to high school across the road, so this was where we used to do all of our sport in my high school years, and privileged to play so much sport here in my time, and so great to have the kids here this week. I know that we had the Sixers over on the fields behind us last year. Just great sporting facilities.
That's Georgia Floyd winning the ball out of the middle. That's her third
how's that
draw
cut?
control of the game.
Cut from the back corner. Didn't see her.
Looks like we might have a yellow.
There's Annika Mason again. And there's a card, I think. Clock is held.
Yeah, got her in the head, I think, on that one there. So that's Isla Emerson just taking a seat for the Stars. An early yellow card in this one here. Fire scored a couple of goals here. Stars need to probably get a stop here just to keep, build some confidence.
Yeah. How is Fire going to use his man-up advantage? Oh, she's just going to drive in? No. It looks like a free space call, I think.
That's Hugh with the ball there. Another Camberwell warrior there.
Fan is cleared. It looks like out the back there we've got player being marked.
Yeah, they are pressing out there on Bergen, aren't they? Not giving her any look. They're seemingly playing good shut-off defence.
And then the Stars gets the backup. No, they don't. Or do they? Yeah, they do.
Yeah, that was quite fortuitous. Just over to the left of our screen, the Stars not taking any chances with Bergen. Bergen tore them apart on the first day, sending Madison Carroll from Wembley Lacrosse Club over there to play some shut-off defence. As Carroll now looks to clear the ball for the Stars.
Bit of a push. She's sending her wide.
This is where they
looking for
struggled
an
a li-
option, down the field, and there was no one free, but the ball was being doubled, I guess, with that man-up advantage.
Well, this is where they struggled yesterday trying to get the clear out. The Comets absolutely smothered them on the clear, but here seemingly taking the game on a little bit. And it seems like on games like this, sometimes you just need to take the head on and hope you get the calls and kind of edge your way out of defence, don't you?
Also, those attackers down the front there need to really be leading up to help that ball clear and do some steps and help them out. And it looks like it's turned the ball over.
Ball on the deck there. Fire, that's Bergen with the ball now. She's had no trouble clearing this ball all week there in open space. You expect her to turn the jets on and get herself into open space.
You can see Maddie Carroll's lined up in front of her again for that matchup.
As you can see, there you go, right on cue there. Just steps past a couple of defenders, draws a couple, and the Fire have got an advantage out the back here. Can they take advantage? Kicks it to Mason.
Wow.
Bergen to Floyd to Mason.
What a great team play.
That
Poor
is,
Mia Taylor caught in the middle there. Which way did she go?
and that play started with Bergen at the top, just took the game on, drew a number of Stars defenders. The Stars had no choice but to press out, created the player advantage, kicked the ball over the top to Floyd, and Floyd made no mistake there. Unselfish lacrosse from
beautiful.
the Fire.
That's what you want to see as a coach, particularly as girls are getting older and developing skills. You know, it's exciting to get a goal, but it's more exciting to get a team goal.
As we just return to the middle here, and of course, if you're just tuning in, this is the third place playoff in the girls' tournament. The Fire from Victoria taking on the Stars from Western Australia. And Ryan, what are you hearing over there on the Stars bench at the moment?
Score.
Comments from the super coach. Is Ryan's out there
I
just.
think he's
I think he's
Listening to the coaches.
he's tuned out from us over there. As the Fire look to press in, there's Ava Dorinko there. Really nice check there from behind from Freya Pine. Kelly Morley disagrees with me, and I'm not going to argue with Kel on that.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing.
She knows what she's talking about. Dorinko there steps on the inside here.
Oh, dodges 3 or 4.
Understand, relatively new to the sport, Dorinko. Really impressive in yesterday's game. Big, tall and quick, quite agile, moves really, really well.
Yeah, I mean, some of these new players have just found themselves this week in this tournament. Had a week to shine. Here we go, Mia Taylor with the ball from Bayswater.
Looking for options. There hasn't got a lot here as the Fire look to really push
Takes
on
that
the right.
push.
She's going to run into 3 there. Pine trying to get herself a little bit of space there. Pine from the Phoenix Lacrosse Club. Let's just send the ball back here. The ball's going to go with Mia Taylor again from Bayswater with the ball.
Sophia Berra in the middle if she can get free would be a good option. And like I said, these attackers down forward really need to lead up and start helping out their defenders.
Big shout out to all of you out there who are wherever you are tuning in. You are watching the Australian Lacrosse Network as we just wait and see a little bit of communication going on the far side. And we'll just take this opportunity to thank our event sponsors, lacrossegear.com.au, Australia's biggest online retailer of lacrosse equipment. And CH Signs and Print. Craig Hollingbury does a fantastic job out there for all your signage and print needs. Get in touch with CH Signs and Print. Also, big thank you to the City of Joondalup, our wonderful hosts out here. As I say, we're about 30 kilometres north of the city here. A gorgeous facility here.
You're a long way from home, aren't you, Tim?
I've been 45 kilometres away from home. It's a long trip every day out here.
It is.
But again, for those who don't know, beautiful venue out here. A lot of AFL pre-season gets played out here on this venue. It's not unusual to see the Dockers or the Eagles come out here and play pre-season games.
Yeah, and even a few of the West Perth boys got a run with the Eagles this year. So captain of West Perth who just won the Waffle Grand Final, Aaron
Shandell,
Black.
don't do it to me, Shandell. Don't do it to me. I'm a Claremont fan, and another grand final down the train for us last weekend.
It was a big weekend. Those West Perth boys are still enjoying that win.
Yeah, just over on the right here from our commentary position, you can see there's the West Perth headquarters. So it was a little funny the day after the Waffle Grand Final on Monday morning, rocking up. On Sunday morning, there were a few sore heads on the balcony out there, but a thoroughly deserved win. But such is the quality of the venue, and it's just great seeing lacrosse, but getting the opportunity to play on this stage, isn't it?
Yeah, it just raises the profile of the game and the competition and says to these girls, you're on the big stage now, it's time to step up.
And a real thrill for these kids as well. I mean, as I say, we have a Waffle side there. A number of those players played for the Eagles throughout the year and the Dockers as replacement players. And they sat out on the balcony and enjoyed a full day of lacrosse. They were cheering for them and everything.
They were loving it. I don't think they even knew who was playing or what team or
no
what
idea
age.
They had no idea what was going on. But they were getting into it, weren't they?
Yeah, they sounded like Aussie fans at a World Cup. That's the best way to describe them, having been one of them fans myself.
Yeah, no, we definitely travel well, don't we?
We do.
Big
Our
hello
team's
to,
nowhere there.
big hello to Amy out there tuning in from the from Utah over there in the USA.
Wow, she's a long way from.
Yeah, a few of our
From here?
Aussie basketball products well known out there, the home of the Jazz. Hopefully Joey Ingles gets back to you guys soon there as the Fire look to press. Step on the inside. Rodwell with another save. That's her 5th save of the quarter. She's having a really good game here. Keeping the Stars in it with the Fire leading
Picked
this
up by
one.
the Fire. Oh, and a little shovel shot, but couldn't convert. Ball still in play out of. Yes, picked up by. Oh no, knocked over by Talia.
It's a smooth move there. Anakin Mason. See, that's the Footscray coming out, isn't it? The smooth stick handlers out there.
Beautiful.
Out there at Anglers Reserve. Steps on the inside. Some incredible players coming out of Footscray.
Yeah. Oh, they are just a dominant club, aren't they?
Oh, this year just absolutely crushed the Women's State League competition this year.
And then took out the men's too.
They did, yeah. They a really good year. And, of course, hosted us earlier in the year for the Senior Nationals
Yeah,
as well.
it was a great atmosphere over there. I had a fantastic time. It was nice just to kind of be in the commentary box again and not have too much investment. Obviously, I was invested in the WA teams, but...
Oh, no, it was a tremendous week. As we hit quarter time here in the girls' third place game at Pentanet Stadium, the Fire leading this game by a score of 3-1. Goal scorers early in this game. The Stars opened the scoring. Talia Edwards, bit of individual brilliance there, pushing the corner to stick one early for the Stars to get them on the board first. But the Fire have dominated the draw and in transition there. 2 goals to Annika Mason and 1 goal to Chelsea Patrick. As we just listen in here to the quarter time huddle.
We need to make sure that we're doing the 10-man ride on the turnover, doubling the ball at every opportunity we can get.
Yeah,
Okay?
and help and defence.
Right. Sliding, get those slides going. A couple of those were way too open. You've left one person open for a quick stick right into the goal.
That
Okay?
30, run around with that and goes quick.
And watch the 3 seconds. Quickly just jump out of the pen, then sprint back to your player. Make sure you got a player. Remember, we don't want to get taken too far out, but we also don't want to go too far in because we're clogging that up. And we want to make sure that we can ride each player individually. Maddie's doing an awesome job taking it. So let's go with that, okay? We've got the momentum. They can't catch us when we run because we're fast. Okay? Let's get the ball to somebody who can run and let's get it down there and then be patient. Pass it around, wait for that spot to come and then put it in the back of the cooker. All right? We all good?
Yeah.
All right. So, can I just have whoever was on the field so I can do some subbing?
As we hear there from Stars coach Michelle Dawson and says Sparksy down there, Ryan Spark, our roving commentator, Australian Shark goalkeeper. Sparksy there, good first quarter there. You've got to be impressed with the start from the Stars keeper, Rodwell, an East Fremantle product, one of your own. She had a really good first quarter there from a goalkeeping perspective.
Absolutely, putting the shin guards to good use and also a couple of good stick saves, but the most important part is the body position and knowing that you're not flinching and you're going to soak those ones in the legs.
As the teams just make their way back out in the field here. And Chandel, Fire really started to take control of that game as that quarter wore on, didn't they?
Yeah, they really had a lot of possession. Stars struggled to see the ball, to be honest. They got, they just couldn't clear the ball in that second half of that quarter at the back over the halfway line.
Well, Georgia Floyd back in the middle there. She had 3 draw controls early in this game. And she was really dominating that, just dominating transition, giving them first bite at the apple, which was important.
Yeah, and also during that break, we can have confirmation that Maddie is definitely marking out number 24, Annika Mason from from the Fire.
There we go, just streaking across the front there. Yeah, Bergen claimed the Fairest and Best award over there in Victoria this year from Camberwell. Great to see Camberwell. They've had a really good year there. Claim between Camberwell and Malvern playing in the A-grade final. Of course, the powerhouse sides in the western suburbs between Williamstown, Newport and Footscray. Of course, with State League finishing earlier this year due to World Cup duties, a bit of focus on the A-grade. Really, it was really good to see Malvern and Camberwell coming to the fore.
Yeah.
And, of course, a number of Camberwell girls in this team here this week.
Yeah, there's so much diversity. All the clubs are represented. It's great to have so many different groups on the patch. Oh, and a goal.
That's another goal
from
there.
Annika Mason.
Annika Mason brings up her hat-trick early to start this second quarter there. Step the corner.
Stars
Mia
looking a little
Taylor
bit
trying to
defeated.
defend there, but she just got it. Mia Taylor overcommitted on defense there, gave Mason the space. Mason stepped through and ended up coming the corner. Probably the slide, probably a little bit slow in getting over to that, and that's going to be particularly important with some of the speedsters that the Fire have on offense.
Yeah, definitely. Stars just look a bit down. They need to lift their you know, they need to lift their momentum, they need to lift their own heads, because that's what's going to keep them in this game. Yeah, it's tough to get a couple on the trot and not be returning that score, but I mean, that comes with age, right?
Well, that's exactly right. As we just, Ryan will get us a score when he can from over on field number 2. The Cross and the Phantoms battling it out over there.
Ball going the Stars' way. Not sure. Must have been a break on that centre draw.
8-6, Tim, if you can hear me.
8-6 there is the score on ground number 2. It looks like the Southern Cross might be leading that one over there. Of course, the Cross lost their first 3 games, but have been on fire since, winning their last 3 and making this game. So they're looking for the upset over the 3rd place finishing Phantoms. We'll talk a little bit more about that later on. The boys' final up next between the Thunder and the Braves, and then, of course, the girls' final later today with the Comets from South Australia taking on Waikato. As Pine takes the ball to X, just searching, looking good deep, good aggressive defence there from the Fire.
Sophia Berrigetti at the back. Oh, is she going to step inside?
Oh, puts that one over the pipe.
Unlucky.
Look to thread
Big
the
shot.
needle.
Backed up by the Stars.
Alice Dawson there hitting the line first as the ball comes back into play.
She's got Freya Pine at the back if she wants that help. Looks like the Stars are going to match up there. They really push out the back. It's good to see that we're actually playing defence on feeders.
Yeah, and actually not giving them that time to pick you apart.
I love when they don't play defence on me. Love
you
it.
can just sit there all day, can't you?
All
Pick
day,
them apart.
all day. Just look for your options, but
But if we saw anything at the Women's World Cup, that ability to be able to play that aggressive one-on-one defence and not give them the opportunity, it's a skill set that obviously is, just so important. Oh, Berrigetti there, stepping the corner. Does a fantastic job there, coming around the corner, making sure she doesn't toe the line. As you can see, staying on her preferred right, spinning around with a 270 there, and then sticking that one high past Tarshis. And that's an important momentum stopper there for the Stars.
yeah, big goal. She looks like she's had a check to the hand. She's making her way to the bench.
Just coming off the field there, just to have a look. Tremendous goal there from Berrigetti, and they really needed that one.
Victoria Narby heading on for her.
Crowd slowly building here. As we say, it's a beautiful day here.
Yep, I can see Frenchie down the front there, looking for what time his next game is.
Yeah, he's hanging around, of course. He's doing the boys' final with
His
you later
shirt's
today.
a bit faded, his old WA lacrosse shirt. Never gets old.
As the Fire look to push forward there. Floyd with the ball. She's been really dangerous in transition. Kicks on the inside there. Can't quite get it. The Stars are going to get the ball back, though.
That was lucky defence. Maybe not lucky, it was skill error, which was lucky for the Stars.
Yeah, probably just a missed opportunity for the Fire there.
Yeah.
They had the advantage there, but couldn't quite capitalise as Mia Taylor running the ball out for the Stars.
Took the pressure well. Where's her options?
Swings the ball across the top there. Ball is lost. But she's going to go back and get another bite here. Stars would be pretty heartened by this scoreline at the moment. I mean, as I say, not a great start to the tournament, losing 20-7 on day 1 against this same Fire side, but they seem to have slowed the Fire down a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's a completely different scoreline to that first game. So, although they've just got back. Oh, Ashley, I don't know what her surname is.
Ashley Burton, yeah.
She has been mopping up all week in the defence line for the Stars. Which we'll see the Fire now lining up for an 11-metre shot.
Does a good job there. She does a good job. Just gets good check there, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Doesn't give away body position easily.
No, she just reads the play so well. Stars set up position.
That's Chelsea Patrick, I think it is, over there on the far side. Rips the shot, loses possession.
And
Burton all over it again, right on cue.
Ashley trying to mop that up and gets the possession.
Tremendous effort there. Feverish defence there from Burton, and she's going to be rewarded. As you can see there, the ball hits the deck there. Just came out the back there. Patrick just spending it a little bit hard.
Got Maddie Carroll across the field if she can make that pass. But I think she's just going to run it out.
Ball
So
bounces
Feeney.
just a little bit. Just escorted over there. Just a little bit of a push there. So the Stars are going to be able to continue to push forward here. That's just a push there on Stella Olsen. As the Stars take the ball into their attacking half again. Vinnie Barnett with the ball, just searching for a gap in the defence there of the Fire. As Freya Pine steps the corner, steps through a couple of defenders, goes the shot, but there's a whistle, so the goal won't count. Stars really trying to take this game on here.
Yeah, you just want to. I mean, I can see Maddie Carroll in that corner. You just want to tell her to cut through and open the space for her because she let Freya take that double team. I mean, Freya's now setting up for an 11-metre shot, but Freya copped a double because Maddie didn't cut when she was driving that back corner. So
She's got real opportunity here just to sweep across and open up the angle, doesn't
Yeah,
she?
she
There's
really
no fire
does.
player close to shut down.
look at
on
that middle lane.
It's huge. It's one where you wouldn't go direct 2 goals.
Yep, the goalie's just recognised that as well.
Oh, sings
But
it through.
made the save.
Yeah, Tarshis with the save. That's her 3rd save of the game. That's Clover Tarshis.
You've got to clear out at the midfield about the halfway line. Stella Olsen working hard for her goalie.
Ball just being carried out here. Carried out of defence.
Poppy Emney, I hope I'm saying that right, Poppy.
Pine just closing down the angle there, putting some pressure on, not letting the Fire have it all their own way at the moment here. The Fire leading this one by a score of 4-2, has won all this quarter, so the game on relatively even terms. As we push forward there, Chelsea Patrick just pushing the ball into offence. Kicks the ball across the back to X. Rips the shot there with the backhanded shovel shot. That's Mason again. Mason causing all sorts of problems here for the Stars defence. As Rodwell comes up with the big save to meet Mason as she stepped the corner.
Fire ride here is epic.
Here's Agar now. She's got plenty of space in front of her there. She turns as she looks to turn on the Jets, but the Fire do a good job there of closing the angles. Agar's got Rodwell back there if she wants her. Turns it on, turns a back roll there, and she's out in the open. Draws the push. Pushes the ball into offense.
She's away.
Going to get a chance
Chanel
here.
Agar.
Yeah, kicks the ball across the back here. Big cut there from Carroll. Turns on the Jets there, the Stars.
Just can't control it. Bit of a fumble.
Elizabeth-
Pressure's coming now.
It's Elizabeth Brewster and Dawson there with the ball. Dawson comes up with it, looks to step on the inside. Rips the shot.
Free space.
It's a free space call there, so Dawson's going to get it back. If you are just tuning in, you are watching the 3rd place playoff here on the Australian Lacrosse Network between the Stars and the Fire. Fire leading this one by a score of 4-2.
Alice Dawson lining up for a big 11-metre shot. And
Oh,
save. What
another
a
save from Clover Tarshis.
She is just racking them up today. And the Jets have been turned on again by Rhiannon Bergen. She has got some speed.
Looks to throw. Oh,
What a feed.
Oh, huge save from Rodwell. Rodwell closes the door there. Mason again, finding herself with some time and space. Bergen turning on the Jets. That seems to be where the Fire are most dangerous. Bergen through the transition there, just creating opportunities, forcing the Stars to double and triple.
Yeah, great vision too, just to see that player inside.
So a lot of players here you'd expect would sort of come up. There'll be underage players, I guess, for the purposes of the 2024 under-20 team. But a few players here would certainly be on the radar there of that program as they look to head away.
Definitely. I would say Rhiannon Bergen is one of them.
Yeah, there's usually always a couple, isn't there, that's sort of in that 15-16, because you see it's not unusual in the women's game to see a couple of players back up and do 2 under-20 teams in a row.
Ashton Hiron, one of them, Beck Lane, Theo Quass.
There's a number of those, and you'd think that someone like some of the players that we're seeing here today, this weekend, you know, a Rhiannon Bergen, even a Sophia Birighitti, some of those young players as they look to continue to develop here and get more lacrosse into them.
Yeah, yep. Trinity Buckman in front. Is it Rhiannon Bergen with the ball?
And Mason a long way from
No,
where we've
Mason.
seen her doing her damage as she looks to clear, but she looks up, she's got players ahead as she hits Rosie Gayden. Gayden was huge yesterday in the semi-final, goes to rip
Oh,
one.
shot.
Right on cue, there we go. Rosie Gayden injected into the game.
And again, the crowd goes wild. The big parents are loving it.
Turns on the Jets, finds herself in open space, puts that one bottom left, a real clinical finish. Rosie Gayden was big in the semi-final yesterday. Managed to find herself on the score sheet, but more importantly, creating opportunities for her teammates. Injected into the game here and comes in with an immediate effect.
And rewarded for it. If you change the personnel out on the field. Seems like a long quarter.
Yeah, it's
Score still saying, time still saying 10.
Still saying 2 minutes to go here. So actually, no, there we go. Just clocked over to 5 minutes. So we might try and just get an update in there from that bench just to keep letting us know what the score clock is so we can update as they rip that shot wide.
Wow.
That's
Top right shoulder over the
Chelsea.
goalie's shoulder.
Chelsea Patrick
That was a hard shot.
with the bomb, turned on the speed, turned on the jets, found herself with a bit of time and space. And makes absolutely no mistake. And this is a dangerous 2 minutes here for the Stars.
Yeah, Stars really need to get some control now. I've got to slow it down for the halftime.
They'd done such a good job of sort of getting the game on their terms. They'd had their opportunities throughout this quarter. Just couldn't quite. Clover Tarshish coming up big. Rodwell making some saves of her own down at the other end. But just a dangerous little period here for the Stars as the Fire jump out to a 6-2 lead.
Yep, and a big save over the other game too, just then from the Phantoms goalie.
Yeah, lots happening over as that.
But the clear didn't really go to plan.
The clear went into orb. You might see that over on ground number 2 there.
Yep, Fire gets, I think, have got control of this centre possession. So they make the way down the field.
That's Patrick again. She's having a stellar couple of minutes here.
Little
Is that
check
Patrick?
by Tali
sorry,
Edwards.
that's not Chelsea Patrick, sorry. As the ball hits the deck.
There's a card coming here. Who is it? For a push.
I think that's Hugh
Emma-
from the
Emma Hugh?
Emma Hugh from the Fire, just taking a seat here. So a little bit of a reprieve here for the Stars if they can take advantage of it.
Stars are now in man up. How are they going to work this? They're doubling the ball, so they're going to have 2 free players out there. And they're offside. Nope.
Oh,
Umpire's
what a
seen it,
shot!
and a
Talia
goal.
Edwards turned on the Jets, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Stars. Just stops a little run there from the Fire.
Yep, a little bit of confusion. They were doubling the ball. Fire then went offside, and Stars were able to convert.
Makes no mistake there. Just looking at the replay, just turned on the Jets, didn't she? Ran past 3 would-be defenders and then a terrific finish there, using the bounce perfectly, putting that shot low past Tarshish. And they get the score back to 6-3. Sparksy, not a lot you could do there from a goalkeeping perspective on the shot like that.
No, just came the corner there, lots of speed and just tucked that nice into the pipe. Great shot.
See plenty of activity over on ground number 2 there. We'll get a score update for you over there as soon as we possibly can. 10-6, looks like the Southern Cross leading the Phantoms over there on ground number 2. Southern Cross leading that one by a score of 10-6. That's the 3rd place game over there.
Hey, Tim, what's your thoughts on this rule? In the women's NCAA college games, if the draw doesn't go to plan and it's an illegal draw from the centre, it's alternative possession. What do you think? Do you think we need to bring that into our game here in WA?
It would certainly speed
or
it up.
Australia?
No, it's funny because even from a men's perspective, there's alternate possession as well. So if we have, instead of facing the ball off in the middle of the field, we go to an alternate possession rule. I like it. I think it's really good. I think what it does is, we're looking to try and speed the game up here. You don't want to go back in and
reset,
redo it.
yeah.
Just give the ball to a side and, get the ball in a stick and let's just get on with the game.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it's something that we kick in. I mean, as the ball goes back in the middle before I get into my ivory tower.
Way to draw that foul.
Floyd with the ball there at the top centre.
Great control, great stick work.
She's been just so deadly through the middle on transition here today and all week. Rips that shot there, puts that through.
Big
Rodwell
save.
gets another piece as the ball goes over the line there. Just closed the angle down on that shot nicely. We're just going to bring the ball back in there and momentum swinging there a little bit, Sparks, isn't it? If you're the Stars, just hanging on at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, just hanging on. We'll see what changes they make.
Sorry, Sparks, I forgot you were there.
I can just see from the bench they forgot I was recording nearby. So colourful.
Well, you are very, very sneaky, Ryan.
Out of bounds, and the ball's going to go Stars' way.
Stars just bringing the ball back in. No, the one rule that I do want to see come in, and I get belted for this.
Yeah, go on, tell me. What?
There needs to be I wouldn't even say a shot clock, but just some kind of stall rule to hurry it on. I'd love to see a shot clock But I guess one of the things that frustrates me is this ability to be able to just park a ball on the outside
Yep.
and run a clock down and
Yep.
basically play chasey. And, you know,
It's in both men's and women's games here. We definitely played in Western Australia. And it works for the winning. It works for the team with the possession and the ball, who's got the runs on the board. But
it's just
it
a really
slows the game down. It
it's
just becomes a bit flat.
Yeah, it's an unattractive way to finish the game, and you see it watching college lacrosse. You know, some of the most unbelievable women's games I've seen have been those sort of college games. But you know, we watch world level games under world rules, and you know, you see sides kill 5, 6, 7 minutes of a clock sometimes, and it's just such an unattractive way to do it. And I guess from the men's perspective, you can obviously be a lot more physical.
Yep.
You can get out there and you can close it down.
Yeah.
Women's field is considerably bigger, even though we try and go unified where we can.
Yeah, and
But-
and the men's rule, we've got to keep it in. Is what you're saying.
Well, that's right, but you can, the slash rule, the gear, like the physical side of it, you can body check and get away with it. But obviously, the women's rules, obviously, to protect players, it's
Yep.
just a little more finicky and it's harder to dispossess a player.
Yeah, it really
And
is.
it's just an
As
unattractive way.
Charlie Edward throws a check out there.
Yeah, it's just something I'd like to see to speed it up to make
Yeah.
it more attractive. You know, it's just you don't want to see keepy off. It just leaves you flat watching the end of some of these games.
Yeah, I'm on the fence. Sometimes the no shot clock rule works well for me as a coach, so I like it sometimes.
But when
Other times
when you're trailing, you hate it.
oh
Don't you?
mate, you just want that ball,
Yeah, exactly.
and you just want them to have a go.
Yeah, the clock has been on the field for a little while. Just getting the step count up there, our officials, as the Rodwell with the ball here. You'd just be happy to concede the half at this point, wouldn't you? Not necessarily give away a late one.
Chase and the Stars have turned it over,
And
the
that's
whistle's gone.
There we go, right on cue. That's half time here at Pentanet Stadium. And it is the Fire from Victoria leading this one by a score of 6-3 over the Stars. Plenty of action there that quarter. The Fire and the Stars traded blows early in the second quarter. The Fire got it on their terms there, quick 3 goals. And the Stars have chipped their way back into it. Annika Mason adding to her 2 goals to bring up her hat-trick early in that one. Then goals to Rosie Gayden and Chelsea Patrick with an absolute beast of a shot with a bomb. And then for the Stars, Sophia Berigidi, a bit of individual brilliance coming in the corner there. And Talia Edwards also with her second goal of the game for a 6-3 Fire lead. We're just going to take a short break here. Go to the loo, stock up your drinks. We'll be back here in a few minutes with the second half. You're watching the Australian Lacrosse Network. Welcome back to Pentanet Stadium. Here is the lots of smiles everywhere from the Fire bench at this stage. They are leading this third place game by a score of 6-3. If you're just tuning us, this is the third place playoff between the Stars from Western Australia and the Fire from Victoria, live from the wonderful Pentanet Stadium here in Joondalup, Western Australia. Joined in special comments by the wonderful Shandell Oliver. Shandell, what did you make of that first half?
Oh, look, Fire had heaps of possession. Let's just call it what it is. Let's see what the Fire had the possession. Stars need to really lift. Lucky they got that last goal in the back end of that second half.
They did just enough to hang close, didn't they?
They did, and they're still in it. They're absolutely still in it. It's just they just need to get more possession, because the more time you've got the ball, the more likely you are to score. You know, it's not rocket science. So let's make it happen. I want a close game like yesterday afternoon. And the ball has been drawn and the possession has gone the way of the Fire.
As we see, that's Georgia Floyd again. That's her 6th draw control of this game. As she just pushes the ball into offers. Bergen's gotten herself a little bit of space here. She hasn't been afforded much earlier. She steps on the inside.
She's not going to get away with it.
Pine at X. Bergen's going to get an opportunity here. Just there at the centre hash here. Where do you think she sticks this one?
Bottom left. By the foot.
Bottom left by the foot.
Bouncer.
And she winds up, rings that one down.
Oh,
Bottom
other
right.
side.
Bottom right. Stings that one early. Did a good job of limiting her impact on this game early on this one, but Bergen comes out with a point to prove here to kick off the second half, and the Fire are now out to a 4-goal lead.
She is a great young lacrosse player. She's going to be one to watch.
As we look over on ground number 2, the third place playoff over there, all happening over on ground number 2. Third place on the line, the Southern Cross leading the Phantoms over there by a score of 11-8. Obviously starting to get relatively deep into that game over there. Wouldn't be too long left over on ground number 2. Of course, earlier today, the Lightning defeated the Presidents 18-4 to claim 9th spot. And in the 7th place game, Auckland defeated the Storm 11-9. And on the boys' draw for 5th place, Stingrays just defeated the Metro in our first broadcast game by a score of 4-2. And it's Georgia Floyd again.
Takes the possession. Fire wins again. With a drive from the back right corner and a shot, and it's in.
That's another finish there. The Fire have come out red hot.
Stella Olsen.
As Floyd there wins possession, kicks it through and steps to the corner, and that's a tremendous finish there.
Great goal.
Yeah,
she's got some height in her, doesn't she?
Yeah, Stella Olsen. There's a number of tall players out here running around for the Fire. That's Stella Olsen from another player from Footscray, from the lacrosse factory out there in the western suburbs. Of course, a big hello out there to all of you, wherever you are tuning in, people tuning in from overseas and a lot tuning in from the East Coast. A few tuning in over here from WA as well. Obviously, it's a work day here.
Yeah, I'm getting a few texts from the girls. I know you're watching, Claire Ferguson. Tim's got kids waving in.
Yes, no, the kids have come up here today. It's school holidays over here today, which is good, so.
Ball's going Stars' way. Freya Pine has possession.
Just takes the ball back into play here. The
And
Stars,
Fire immediately sets up the double.
they're putting pressure on. They can get their foot on their throat a little bit here, the Fire. If they're not careful, they're going to blow this one out and get ahead.
Making a slide early.
Kicks the ball across the
Looking
top.
for Edwards.
Got a bit of time here. As the Stars look to push the ball deep into attack. As you can see in the background over there, the Flames warming up. There's going to be a really good 5th place game coming up over on ground number 2 between the Flames and the Ice. The other half of the Victorian and WA contingent. They'll be meeting in the 5th place battle over on ground number 2.
That's Flames team being led by Corey Rainey all week. Is she the highest goal scorer in the tournament?
Yeah, she bagged another 6 yesterday.
Just casual 6?
Yeah, I think she's taken hers to 24 goals in the tournament so far. Incredible week for her.
And a big save by the Fire keeper. And an inset, Maddie Carroll.
Carroll with they're getting a great piece there, being pushed there by Bergen.
Some really aggressive defence there. Making Maddie earn it.
With the ball, kicks the ball back across the top there. Really closed down quickly there by the Fire. They're certainly not letting the Stars get much of a look at the moment. Not giving him much time and space. As steps on the inside, steps around one would-be defender. Rips that one there, Tarshis with the save.
A backup.
Gets
Tries
it
to get
again.
a crumb.
Yeah.
Couldn't.
She pushed really hard, didn't she, Elizabeth Roos? Nice little step there to step a couple of players and then to get herself in the opportunity to rip the shot.
I didn't realise she was a Roos.
Yeah, there's a Roos there, another popular name out here in WA, playing for the Phoenix Lacrosse Club at the moment. (11-8). So for those of you tuning in, on ground number 2, the Southern Cross have claimed 3rd spot in the boys tournament with an 11-8 win over the Phantoms from South Australia. So that's the Southern Cross taking out 3rd spot in this tournament.
Noticeably here, the Stars seem to be driving from this top corner outside of the field here, Tim. And maybe they need to start changing the angles of where they're actually driving from, maybe coming out to the 45 and starting their drives there, because they seem to be keep getting set push wide. It's happened the last couple of plays. And
well, it's not really driving to their strengths either. A lot of right-hand-outers at the
that's
moment.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, the angle isn't there as the fire close. Oh, rips that one off the pipe.
Don't you wish you got a point every time you hit the pipe?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or $1?
I wish we had like a Big Bash style zinger bail where the whole goal lights up red when you hit it. Like, how cool would that be? So there's at least some incentive for it.
Maybe that's something for our next Sixers tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be awesome.
Just chuck that in for long.
Here we are, changing the world for the better up here in the ALN commentary box. There's Bergen now pushing defence. That's excellent defence there.
Different space to drive from, though. Way to change it up, Talia. Bergen's strong on the D.
Fire the Stars need to get one back here. They're trailing by a score of 8-3 here, 6 minutes. And just over 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter, live from Pentanet Stadium. It's all action here. This is day 7 of the 2022 Lacrosse Australia Under-15 National Tournament. This is the battle for 3rd between the Stars of Western Australia in purples, shooting to the right of your screen, taking on the Fire from Victoria in the navy blue and orange. Just getting everything set. Edward's going to have an opportunity here to bring up her hat trick. She's going to be able to get the shot off here. See the Fire looking to close down her right hand.
That was a break on that defender.
Yeah, Bergen stepped just a little bit early. Keen to get in there.
Edwards actually is as another lacrosse family, the Gaunt family. So many people know the Gaunts from Wembley Lacrosse Club, and also there's a few Gaunts in Victoria too, I think.
Oh, Tarshis with the save. Yeah, Talia, of course, Talia's mum, Jen, a big help to us here in the Australian Lacrosse Network, helping out in our production and camera work.
Here she goes again.
It's a nice extended little period of play here, isn't it, from the
Yeah,
Stars?
they've had some good possession.
Just don't seem to be getting too much.
Just not finding that way to convert.
Just not getting through at the moment. Other Tarshis has come up with a couple of big saves.
Klein driving the back, and draws a foul.
See the ball taken just out to the side here again. This is Freya Pine from the Phoenix Lacrosse Club.
Yeah, she's really surprised me this week. I've really seen her step up. She's been great.
She has really improved throughout as the week's gone on there. I think she's even claimed an MVP award for the Stars this week. She's done really well as she steps on the inside there. Throws the candy.
Couple of fakes.
Just couldn't get the shot off there. Another foul. That's opened things up quite considerably here as the Fire look to try and shut it down.
Yeah, Stars have got 2 players across field. If Freya looks up, she doesn't want to take the shot.
Yeah, she's got Sophia Birigidi over here, hasn't she? As Freya rips through, stinks that one on the right.
And converts.
What a finish.
All that driving paid off.
It did. They had she had a number of cracks at it, and the Fire, to their credit, kept trying to shut it down, but kept giving up the foul, giving Pine some opportunities there. And the minute she's been able to get her hands free, she's ripped that through. And Ryan, you had a pretty good look at that shot?
Yeah, great camera angle on that. Just off stick hip. Beautiful location.
Said by a goalie.
Yeah, absolutely. Must hurt a little bit every time he talks that up.
Lights on the goals, that would be very demoralising for a goalie if there was bells and lights going off every time someone scored.
No, it would be if you hit the pipe, Ryan.
Yeah, hit the pipe.
Hit the pipe.
You know, like in Big Bash?
I can just imagine fireworks going off from the goal when there's a goal scored.
Well, you should have a little button to press that you can do when you make a save.
It'd be a constant reminder to you that you got lucky.
That's a good point.
As the ball then hits the deck there, the players continuing to fight it out. Actually, you know where it'd be really nice? If it just grazed the underside, you know, when they sting the corner and they sting the pipe, that'd be fantastic. But enough of that, though, as the Stars now, they've cut this down to 8-4.
Sensory nets even.
Since
So then you'd know if the ball makes contact, the officials can clearly, make that call if you're not sure if it goes in or not.
That'd certainly make our life
Sensory,
easier, that's
yeah.
for sure. Yeah,
I mean,
few of
for
the
you who wears
few
the
of the
stripes.
Wanneroo boys would be a little, would probably have appreciated that a couple of weeks ago. As Agar again pushing.
Vic fans not happy with
It's
that.
not happy with quite a well, there's a mismatch here though. But the rule, Chanel. I mean, it needs to be equal pressure here, and it obviously gets a little difficult in this age bracket
Yeah.
when there's such a size discrepancy, doesn't there?
Yeah, but to Bergen's credit, is it Bergen?
Yeah, Bergen,
She
yeah.
stopped and helped Chanel Agar up, and it's just the fans that weren't happy.
Oh, tremendous
The
defense
ball's
there.
out of play.
Oh,
The ball's going to go the Stars' way.
yeah, Floyd got a piece of that.
Great fighting by her.
There's the ball there. Agar with the ball. Just bringing it in, back in now to play. Kicks the ball back across the top. Nice split
Maddie
dodge
Carroll
there.
with the ball.
Yeah, she steps on the inside, hits Agar back. Agar looking to take the ball to head. Nice pick there. Freed up a little bit. Mason on Agar.
Look at her trying to make contact
she
with the
turns to
hip.
the contact, rips
Oh.
that one wide. She's a favourite up here in the ALN box.
Annika
Chanel
Mason
Agar.
trying to make contact with her hip. She's just about on her knees trying to make that stick contact.
But she did it a lot yesterday, Agar. She was incredible for the Stars in transition against a much bigger Comets transition. And she just turned on the Jets and you couldn't keep up with her. She
Yeah,
just
she's
kicks
a
the...
pocket rocket.
I think there's just a push. Ball's going to come back here. They're going to get an opportunity. The Stars, feel like it's been stuck in the right-hand side here of the field for a very,
Yeah.
very long time.
We're definitely not playing tennis today, are we?
No, it's not going up and down. The Stars' persistence here potentially about to pay off again as they look to try and stay in this game, trailing by a score of 8-4. 4 minutes to go here. You can see we've got a really good beat on this next shot coming in. Steps in, looks across the top here. It's another whistle.
It's all about free space.
It is, yeah. Lots of, the Fire's defense is really aggressive. Just closing down the angles at every opportunity. Steps inside, rips that one. Tarshis with the save.
Another big
On
save.
Isla Emerson there. The Tarshis is having a blinder.
Ashley Burton again mopping up that ground ball.
So, yeah, Tarshis having herself a day.
Isn't she?
Putting herself into tremendous position. That's her 8th save of the game.
We've got some cracking goalies in this tournament. How's that one the other day that was dancing? Did you see him?
Oh, yeah. No, Footloose Fifield from the Northern Warriors.
He was hilarious.
Rips the shot there. Is that another free space?
I love that you've given him a nickname.
Well, it wasn't the fact that he did it. It was the fact that he danced because he finally got an in the crease call made in his favour. I think he may have been
He
hard
was
done
a
by with a
happy-
couple, but he was so happy.
He was a happy, happy goalie.
Do the girls talk about their sellies much at all when they score a goal?
I don't think. I mean, we don't at Wembley, but
Well, you see, there's the bounce there on full display there as it shoots high.
I love watching the sellies on the college players.
We've seen that a lot with the boys this year. Oh, we see this cross-check there's come high. Wouldn't be surprised if that is a yellow.
That is
Emma
a
Hugh.
yellow.
And that's her second yellow. So that's a yellow-red for Emma Hugh. You just want to explain to the people at home what just happened there?
So Emma has obviously clocked up 2 yellow cards throughout this game. Yellow-red means she's no longer able to participate in the game, and that the Fire will now play 5 minutes man down. That's a big advantage to the Stars.
Steps the corner here. Yeah, just a little unlucky there. Just the bar creeping up a little bit high towards the neck. Agar there setting the pick. Emerson with the ball. Stepping around the quarter, throws it high over the top of Agar. Ball spills, Stars still with it. They are a player up here.
Yeah, where's the open man?
The Fire still,
Fire still fighting hard.
they are fighting hard as Agar's going to try and scoop through here. Tries to gets to it first. Good pick up there from Mason. Mason's going to get out here for the Fire.
It's going to go Fire's way.
Really good defense there from the Fire. They've managed to absorb that for a considerable period of time. Throws the ball forward. Chelsea Patrick now into some space. Turns on the Jets. Can't get past there. Great defense from Finney Barnett. Runs over to cross Burton as well, defending. Stars defense holding at the moment. Patrick kicks on the inside. What a take by Bergen. Steps on the inside. She's going to shoot here. Goes through several. Goes through it. Absolutely nails Burton.
It's going to be another card. I'm just trying to work out who. Ashley Burton. She really put her body on the line there, didn't she?
Probably a little unlucky. Forgive my ignorance on that. So what do you think the call was there? Just
I'm
body
assuming
position?
it was a dangerous check to the body, but it looked like a bit of a charge as well. It's hard to see when we're so far away from the play on the ground, but she's taken a seat, so I'm assuming it was a dangerous check.
So the fire out here, Bergen with the ball here.
So-
This could be a real backbreaker for the Stars as Bergen pulls the ball out.
Yep, so it's now, is it 5-on-5 out there? Both teams are playing man down.
Minute 25 to go here in the third quarter.
It's hard to use your man up play when no one's man up anymore.
Patrick with the ball. Kicks the ball around.
Fire just taking their time, probably trying to wear down that 5-minute penalty.
Yeah, Patrick with it, kicks the ball
Oh,
across
but
the top.
there's
Sends it across to Mason. Mason with the ball, tries another backhander.
Big
Can't
crash.
quite get it free. As you can see down there, Sparksy. Starting to get fairly intense down there.
The wind's just picked up actually, very intense. But no, there was a long possession down there and they just didn't quite get the reward they needed from it.
Sparksy, the weatherman.
Looking sharp over there, just to the left of the Stars bench. Bergen with the ball, quite content to take some. Looks on
Look
the
at
inside.
this.
Mason steps inside. Oh, Rodwell with the
Save.
save. Hasn't had a lot asked of her this quarter. Had 8 first half saves. That's her first save of this second half. As that's Dorinko with the ball there.
Knocked some goggles off Chanel Agar on that drive. So we've just stopped time to let her put them back on.
She puts the goggles back on. Of course, you are joining us. This is the third place playoff here at Pentanet Stadium. In the dying moments here of the third quarter, the Fire leading this one by a score of 8-4. So we'll see if we can bring you some insights from the Fire huddle at three-quarter time.
It's a 3-second call on Chanel Agar, which means that we'll see,
That's Ava Dorinko with the ball there at the top.
yep, lining up for
Got a
11
powerful
metre.
shot, Dorinko.
She again is very tall.
With the ball high, steps in, rips that, puts that one
lovely.
top left.
Right by the pipe.
Ava Dorinko there. That's her first goal of the game.
She earned that one.
Stepped on the inside, bang, rips that one to the left. Not a lot Rodwell can do about that one there. And the Fire answer back, and they are back out to a 5-goal lead here. Those guys, they're the tough goals to swallow, aren't they? 13 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sustained period of offense. Just unable to come away with it.
Yeah, it's hard when you're the opposition coach. But great if you're the coach who's actually leading. Like, that's how you want to finish a quarter, you know? Lauren Hunter must be pretty happy with that one.
As you can see, the clock is on the field. Dying moments here of the third quarter. 9 seconds to go. Ball up in the air. There's time if they're good enough to quickly score one, but they'll need it clean. Fire need to move the ball up. It looks like the whistle is going to get the better of them.
And that's time.
There we go. That's three-quarter time here at Pentanet Stadium in the third place playoff between the Fire and the Stars. The Fire leading this one by a score of 9-4. They've extended their lead there in the third quarter. And it really was the Fire early coming out of the gates. Goals really quickly to Rhiannon Bergen, and Stella Olsen extended that margin to 8-3. The Stars worked their way back into it. Nice, long, sustained period of work there. Emma Hugh got her second yellow to take a seat, ruling her out for the rest of the game. We've got the Stars a nice 5-minute break there, but Freya Pine with the only goal that quarter for the Stars, as it is the Fire leading by a score of 9-4. As we just listen in now, as we just wait to see if we can get in there to the Fire huddle. But as we just wait for that there, Shandell, yeah, it really was a tale of two halves, wasn't it? The Fire just in short bursts, just able to take control, and the Stars, had their opportunities, but just couldn't capitalise.
Just couldn't convert. It's hard when you're not getting rewarded for effort. But, I mean, give it to the Fire girls. They are shooting, and they are shooting well. They are hard, powerful shots, and they're sticking them in behind that Stars goalkeeper. It's a hard day for her, but still a quarter to go.
As if you are just joining us, this is the third place playoff here at Pentanet Stadium. Quick opportunity to shout out our tournament's hosts, the Lacrosse Australia and the Wembley Lacrosse Club. Jump online on the Wembley Lacrosse Club Facebook page. A few silent auctions still to run.
Bit of merch too that we're trying to get rid of.
Yeah, a few there. They even bought a Wembley hat, Shendell.
I
Can
can
you
see
believe
it.
that?
I can see.
Yeah.
I did notice earlier. I
Yeah.
thought,
The old boy's just rocked up. He's sitting just in front of my commentary position, and he's basically disowned me the minute he saw me wearing that. I told Mandy that it's taken a day to get rid of the rash so far, but I'll get there eventually. But no, get down here. There's still plenty of merch there in the tent, but big congrats to Amanda, Ian, and the rest of the Wembley crew. Done an amazing job.
yeah, they have worked tirelessly behind the scenes for this tournament for these kids, and it's certainly paid off. Look at the product that they've produced.
Absolutely, done a really good job. And of course, our event sponsors, lacrossegear.com.au, Australia's biggest retailer of online merchandise, Australian lacrosse merchandise and gear. Of course, CH Signs and Print have done a fantastic job for us. As we just look at the replays there. Of course, thank you to our broadcast sponsors, 3AM Web and IT, as well as Kennedy Vinchulo Solicitors. And of course, our official sponsor, hashtag Team Hawkey. Jump online, follow the great man from Stockport with Instagram handle @Team Hawkey. And of course, our venue sponsor, Pentanet Stadium. And our event partner, the City of Joondalup. Had the Mayor, Albert Jacob, for Joondalup come out earlier this week and join us for the opening ceremony today. So always great to see local government getting behind community sport and lacrosse in particular.
Yeah, they do actually follow. I mean, I don't know how they engage with the ALN page, but they definitely engage with the club pages, which is good.
No, it's what you want, isn't it? And get a beautiful venue like this available for us. As Georgia Floyd again, she has absolutely pummeled the Stars in the middle here out of the draw, taking complete control there. As we just jump down to Ryan there. Ryan, what was the message there from the fire huddle at three-quarter time?
I think it was just enjoying the rest of the game. They were talking about they've got one period left together and make sure you have fun and share the ball.
Yeah, they seem to be in complete control of this game, Shandell, don't they? Leading
They
by
really
5,
do.
ball back now into their offensive half.
Dominating the face-off, or the draw, sorry. I call it face-off, I don't know why. I should know better, I'm a female player.
I should be the one making that mistake.
I know.
As Rhiannon Bergen there, just turning the jets on, getting herself into a little bit of space. Obviously, just continue to kick the ball around there. And of course, with all our women's fans tuning in to watch this one, there is a tremendous opportunity for our women as well. Obviously, the 2020 national team due up in 2024, but before then as well, the first women's indoor box lacrosse world championship is coming up, and there's a real push there to get some women into box lacrosse there, Shandell, in Victoria, South Australia and WA in particular.
Yeah, I saw even on the comments earlier on one of your games that Greg Mollison or someone was commenting saying that the box competition's about to kick off in Victoria and they need some more girls to get registered. So
yeah, the big box competition kicks off this Friday. They've just had their draft over there, but they are keen to get the women involved. And, you know, like I say, there is an opportunity for an Australian team to go and participate in the first Women's Box Lacrosse World Championships.
yeah, I know that a few of the girls do play in the men's competition here. I haven't personally got involved yet. I don't know if I'm willing to take those kind of hits, but I know that some girls have played, and from the men's coaches, they've said they've really stepped up and played well. So.
Well, of course, and so you can follow that at Victorian Box Lacrosse on Facebook. Jump online, plenty of traffic there. And, of course, the South Australian Indoor Lacrosse League as well kicking off. So jump on the Lacrosse SA page there if you're keen to get involved with box lacrosse. And over here in Perth, look at the Facebook page, Perth Box League. Of course, the Perth is, burgeoning box competition at the moment, of course, with remaining defending national champions, which is really ironic. Yes, been national champions for the last 3 years, which is how I'm going to sell it, notwithstanding the fact that we haven't had a tournament since 2019.
I haven't heard the end of that in my house. So.
No, I can imagine there, but no, so, real opportunity there for the young women and young girls to, broaden their lacrosse horizon.
I think, girls need to realise that box is a great way to improve your stick work because you have to really learn to protect your stick because you're going to get hit way more than you ever are in a women's game of lacrosse. And I'm not saying like it's a violent or aggressive game. I'm saying it's really great for skill development. So, every chance you get to play lacrosse, you should really be stepping up and having a go.
Absolutely. Just get a stick in your hands, hit the wall, and just get into some competition there as Edwards looks to stream the ball out there, being defended by Bergen. Good defence from Bergen there.
She's quick, Talia. She's done a lot of running. I know that her mum said to her before the game, run your butt off today because you can have a break tomorrow. Sounds like she's been listening.
As she turns the corner there. So we haven't seen, it's been an exponent of the game that we've seen from the New Zealand teams, not so much the Australian teams. That's the quick restart, Shandell.
Yeah, they're great at it. But I mean, I was talking to Holly Plummer earlier this week, and she actually went over a couple of years ago, did a season at Waikato, and went through their program. And she said that the development in their schools is absolutely phenomenal. You know, they've got their sticks in class with them, and they do war ball at lunchtime. So, of course, you know, you can see that coming through in these games, and also New Zealand progressing in World Cup level.
Oh, what a goal there. Elizabeth Roos there, ducking and weaving and winding her way
Past a couple of
players there, getting around the corner there, spots a weakness in the Fire defence and then slots that one past Tarshis. Tremendous finish there from Elizabeth Roos. Just checking the stick there.
All legal.
No problems there, all legal, no problems at all.
Brings the score back to 9-5.
That is a tremendous finish there. 9-5 there. About 8 minutes to go for the Stars. Still time if they're good enough. The Fire.
Yeah, this next draw is going to be really important.
Well,
for
it's
the
where
momentum of the game.
I think they've fallen down today. Is I think Georgia Floyd's just had the ball on a rope all day, hasn't she? She's had it completely on her terms.
Centre possession is crucial. Lacrosse is a game of momentums. I mean, you can't just sit back and go, oh, let's hopefully we'll win the ball from the centre. You've got to go hard and go after it. Let's see where this one goes. And it's Talia Edwards who's come up with the ball there. Trinity Buckman in front of her.
Stars need to continue to press here. Still plenty of time on the clock if they're good enough. I mean, we do see that quite a fair bit in the women's game, don't you? The teams are capable of scoring often and quickly as Pine steps the corner. And right on
there it
cue
is.
there.
And
you
there
go.
it is. And the crowd again goes wild.
Freya Pine there, turned the Jets on. As we were saying, one of the big improvers this week. Her game's gone to another level as she's just taken on that Fire defence, turned the corner.
Yep. Like I said, lacrosse is a game of momentums, and right now it's swinging the way of the Stars.
9-6 here. Starting to get a bit interesting here. 7.5 minutes to go.
Yep. Let's see what Georgia Floyd can do with this centre. She's definitely got a good match up there with Talia Edwards.
So we are back in the middle.
Crowd starting to really get vocal.
So is there much life coming out of that Stars bench at the moment as they try and push back into this, Sparksy?
Yeah, absolutely. The pitch is up and about. They're pretty excited.
Sparksy just trying to have a momentary rest, and we caught him out there.
Yeah, we caught him out there, lazing about. Well played there, Sparksy.
Jumped right up on cue.
Covered well.
As the ball now reaches X here. There's Fire looks
Shot.
at puts that one off. I think Rodwell just got a
Jump
piece
shot.
of that. Rodwell just gets a piece of that just to put that shot higher.
Backup is going to go, I can't tell, the way of the Fire.
Yeah, the Fire are going to maintain possession here by the looks of it. The Stars need to continue to press here, see if they can get the ball back.
Georgia Floyd again with possession, looking for Mason, and that's a goal.
There we go. The Fire answer back here. Georgia Floyd steps the corner, draws two players, looks through the inside. What a take from Mason.
Yep,
We
snapped
look on
it
the
up.
replay there. Just leant into the crease there as the ball went across. Found it as it was just going through. Somehow managed to corral it and get it in her stick. And Annika Mason there. She scores her fourth goal of the game. She's just popped up at really important times, hasn't she?
She certainly has. She's a fantastic young player. Definitely doing some damage.
Just that ability in a game like this to make sure she converts from her opportunities in order to get them ahead. 4 goals in a game like this is the difference in a 4-goal game as the ball pops out there. Pine had it on the inside, but there's a whistle.
What's going to happen? Someone has blocked, and the ball's going to go the way of the Stars.
So the Stars need to continue to press here. Clock firmly starting to work against them now. 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this game. This is the battle for third place. On the far side of the ground, you can see the Flames and the Ice.
Warming up.
Battle of contrasting names there. As Pine steps
Chanel
on the
Agar.
inside on, she's just copped one there.
That's
in the head, yeah, no, yellow card. There's Carice Nolan there from the Newport Ladies Lacrosse Club, just taking a yellow card there. Big hello to all of our Porter friends out there. So if the Stars need everything to start to go their way, and that's potentially a good start here as Agar with the ball. She can turn it on, goes to rip it, puts that one high.
Stars have got the backup. And their friends, the Thunder, behind them, warming up for their big final against the Braves, who are just now taking the field as well to start their warm-up. Sophia Berrigetti at the back trying to call that, and she's been fed. And a shot.
There we go, the Stars starting to work their way back into this game.
Freya Payne to Sophia Berrigetti. That was a beautiful shot.
Oh, what a nice feed. And Berrigetti turns on the Jets there as she turned the corner. That's Berrigetti's second goal of this game. As I said, a favourite up here in the ALN commentary box. Sophia came up and was kind enough to commentate the President's Lightning for us yesterday. Did a tremendous job. And one of yours, Shandell?
She is a Wembley girl. She's going to be a force to be reckoned with. I mean, she's only 15, and I was talking to her mum earlier this week. She goes home and watches the game. So what you guys are streaming after she plays, watches back, looks at what's been going on and works what she can critique for the next game. She is a true leader of this group and going to be someone to watch as we progress. And the ball is now going the way of the Stars again. Freya Pine with the ball. Great control. Looks like a check to the arm.
3 minutes to go in this
body.
game. Big turnaround here from the last time these two teams met with the Fire, winning on opening day 20-7. Still time in this one if they're
And look,
good
they've
enough.
got the same move again if they can pull it off.
So Berrigetti's there on the inside there, but there's a whistle. As the sides just reline up and line themselves.
Be interesting to see what they do there. She's got Berrigetti to her left and Edwards to her right. Both really great goal scorers. Stick control's phenomenal. And a cut from Edwards.
Berrigetti with the ball just changes the direction there. Looks for Pine. The two of them hooked up on the last play. Berrigetti tries the same play again, looking to try a little bit of two play there as Pine steps on the inside, rips across. Berrigetti just fell out the back of the stick. Floyd scoops that one up.
Oh, and
And
another
there's
card, Talia
there.
Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards is going to take a seat now with a yellow. Negates any advantage that they may have had from the earlier yellow. So that's going to be a real tough one there for the Stars.
That was
As
a big check.
Clock ticks down now to 4 minutes.
Score of 7-10. Or 10-7. Advantage play. Oh, wow.
What a finish.
Top shelf.
They've been the masters of the counter-attack in this second half.
Ava Durinko again.
Just turning on the Jets there. No slide package there in place for the Stars to come in and apply pressure. Gets a good look on Rodwell. Not a lot Rodwell can do there as Durinko stings that one in the top right-hand corner. Pings that one top right.
Just watching what the Stars are doing. I know they've got a card on, but they look like they're starting defensively with a man down instead of attack, which is an interesting call by the coaches.
Well, not long left in this game, only a matter of minutes. And they need to continue to press here, trailing by 4.
Why would you make it harder for your defenders?
As we're back in the middle here. That's what I say, this is where alternate possession would be great.
Yep.
Just go in, alternate possession, bang, off you go.
Yep, let's not waste that clock.
No, that's right. Because I noticed, yeah, you're right. Clock continues to run through all of this, and there's just a lot of time that gets wasted, isn't there?
Yep.
Ball on the deck there. Patrick wins the ball for the Fire as the Fire look to press forward. They kick the ball across the top. Ball in dispute. Durinko comes up with it for the Fire as she back rolls, defended by Pine. Pine in good position there to stop the back roll, but there is a push, so Durinko's going to get the ball here. Burton's going to be just up here in the front left, so Burton looks like she'll have it closed down.
Who have they got out the back at X?
Durinko
Looking
back rolls.
sneaky. Look at that sneaker. Two of them.
Steps on the inside.
Durinko with full control. Still going, and a shot and a big save. Oh no, it's gone in.
No, she's got a piece of it by the looks of it.
It's been called. It's all clear.
Darinko with the ball. Back roll. Drew two defenders there and then ripped that. And yeah, she's got a huge chunk of that. Has Rodwell, but it's gone to the right. Bounced just on the inside there. And excellent officiating there to be on the line. They're the toughest ones to call.
That's why we need sensory nets, Tim.
That's exactly right. Sensory nets, we wouldn't have an issue, would we?
Look, see? Let's write a letter to our friends at IFW. What is it? IFLA. What,
Yeah,
FIL, World Lacrosse.
World Lacrosse.
What is
now,
their
World
name?
Lacrosse,
What is their
World
name?
Lacrosse. Yeah, no, because that one's, and they're always tough ones because you can see the ball on the replay. She's got a piece of it, put spin on it. It's bounced over the line, then bounced back out. But an absolutely on-the-spot call there, absolutely correct. And that's Darinko taking control of this game at the right time for the Fire, and they are back out to a 5-goal lead.
Rhiannon Bergen on the ball now. She has got great stick work.
As the clock just ticks down now to 2 minutes.
Did she play in the 18s tournament?
She did, yes. That's what I was just saying. I was talking to Lauren Hunter before the game. Played in the 18s tournament, and she'll be back next year in the under-15s tournament as well.
Oh, right. Yes, you did mention that. Sorry.
So the Fire, of course, won the last tournament. Unfortunately for them, got knocked out yesterday in a thrilling semi-final against Waikato. Went into sudden victory. Led most of the day, the Fire, but Waikato came back, tied it up late, and then won it in sudden victory, which means we will have a new champion this year, but given by the age of some of these Fire players, I'd expect to see the Fire up at the pointy end of the tournament again next year. As the ball just spins around the Fire now. Clock ticks down now, minute 45. Fire leading this one by a score of 12-7. The Fire are going to finish third here this year.
Fire are definitely a force to be reckoned with. Always have been.
They've always been a really dangerous side, both the sides, haven't they? Fire and the Ice. I think the Fire have enjoyed probably more success over the years than their stablemates.
Yep.
Always an interesting rivalry there with, players from the same club falling on one side of the ledger or the other.
Playing against your mates. Makes for some good banter, I suppose.
We were saying to Demi Chinsky yesterday in commentary that, when it came time to choose which side she was going to play, as a former Flames player, it was never an option. And she's now forming part of the Flames coaching staff.
Right.
So, once a Flame or a Star or Ice or Fire, you tend to not change the colour of your spots. As we just tick down now to a minute to go in this one. As I say, the Fire are going to win this one. They're going to come third in this tournament. Earlier today, the 7th place game went the way of the Auckland Blues, defeated the Storm. The Lightning defeated the Presidents for 9th spot. We've got the 5th place game in the girls' competition underway over on field number 2 at the moment. Still tied at nil all over there between the Flames and the Ice. The other Victorian and WA sides over there battling it out for 5th. This is, of course, for 3rd, and then later today, the last game to wrap it up, the girls' final between the Comets from South Australia and Waikato from New Zealand. Expecting a big crowd to tune in for that one there as...
Oh, what a crash.
Yeah, the Fire looking to crash in there to see if they can snag one more here as the clock continues to run down. That's Madeline Wild from the Malvern Lacrosse Club. Big hello to all the red and black fans out there. Number of you tuning in. A-grade premiers in the women's competition this year over there in Victoria. Big hello out there to wherever you are as this game just winds down now. We're in the final 39 seconds of this one. Clock about to come on the field. So we just have a toss over here at the moment.
Another rule that I don't know how we fix this one, but
Alternate possession.
I know, but we've only had one toss in the game, so I guess you give it to the team that didn't last have the draw.
Yeah, and what they do is interesting from the alternate possession, and where the difference would kick in is that they make the selection at the time of the coin toss.
Yep.
So at the moment we go the coin toss to pick which side you want to go.
Yep.
The sides get asked, do you want the first alternate possession, or do you want to pick which way you go, which way you shoot? So it just makes it a little more interesting, and it'd be a really interesting aspect to the game, given especially with 15-minute quarters.
Yeah.
Every minute, every second counts.
We've just invented a whole new game of lacrosse, Tim.
Oh, absolutely, seriously. Changing the world up here in the ALN box as the Stars look to try and press the ball out of defence. That's a
Big
great
check.
trail check from Bergen. She's got clean real estate in front of her. Rips that one through. Rodwell with a massive save. She's had a cracking game in the cage here. That is her 11th save for the Stars here today. Clock firmly against them now. 10 seconds to go. The clock's on the field. Agar with the ball. She's got the speed to try and get it in there. As we just have a look, she steps on the inside, looks to press, and the clock has just
shoots
beaten
as
her.
the whistle goes.
And the Fire have claimed third position here. They have won the third place.
Oh, they're
spot.
doing backflips, having a great
They
time.
are going nuts here. This is why we love the under-15 national tournament. Just absolutely pure joy as the Stars get around their keeper, Charlie Rodwell. She's had an awesome game. Charlie Rose Rodwell in the cage for the Stars. She's been a real star. Hugs everywhere. Of course, the Fire celebrating. They've finished third in this one. They've done a tremendous job as they get into celebrate. Clover Tash has had a day out in the cage for the Fire.
Who's your choices for MVP?
Well, Georgia Floyd for me.
Yep.
Georgia Floyd, I think, had a tremendous game.
Yeah, I agree. I also didn't mind Annika Mason. I thought she was good.
She
and
was
also
good.
Ava Darinko
Ava
put a
Darinko
few...
stepped up. As the Stars were trying to push back into that, Ava Darinko was really big, scoring the last couple of goals. For the Stars, Shandell?
It's a hard one. They had a few great standout players today. I would say our keeper, or their keeper, sorry, Talia Edwards, and also Chanel Agar again. That little pocket rocket, she just doesn't stop surprising me. So,
No, she was very, very good today. And another one to mention as well is Freya Pine. I thought Freya Pine,
Yeah,
she pushed
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
hard. I think she managed to create a lot of opportunities
Yeah,
there
she did.
as the girls just go through. Lots of hugs everywhere.
yep, COVID's dead.
As we say, COVID's dead finally. Thank God we're back here and it's under 15s. And what's fantastic is a lot of these players will, obviously make lifelong friends out of this particular tournament.
Yeah.
Even in the box here, Gilly and I running the show, we first met at our under 15 tournament many, many years ago.
What year was that? What year was that, Gilly?
Oh, look, put it this way, it might have started with a 1, so...
But Gilly and I have been fighting all week about what year the World Cup was in Perth, Tim.
Which World Cup was that? The men's
one at
senior
Challenge?
The one at Challenge
Yeah.
Stadium. That was in 2002.
Yeah, see, I swear it was 01, but then
No, definitely not 01, but... there we go
Wikipedia
again.
tells me otherwise.
So there we go. So yeah, look, 12 to 7 final here. The Fire claiming third spot. We'll try and bring you the MVPs later on. Big thank you again as we wrap up here to our sponsors, Pentanet Stadium, the City of Joondalup, our venue sponsors, lacrossegear.com.au, CH Signs and Print, our event sponsors, our broadcast partners, 3AM Web and IT, Kennedy Vinchulo, lawyers and solicitors, as well as, obviously, Lacrosse Australia and the Wembley Lacrosse Club, your event hosts
Woo!
for this year's event. Shandell, thank you for joining me with that one.
Thanks
You
for
enjoyed that
having
one?
me, Tim. Yeah, it was great. I loved seeing what these girls can do, and I'm excited for what our senior competition is going to look like in a few years' time.
And big thanks to James Gray over there in our fantastic camera work all week. Ryan Spark down there for not falling asleep down on the bench. Did a fantastic job as he comes in and looking a little bit red. Gillian production, Shandell in special comments. My name's Tim Kennedy. We'll see you back here with the boys and girls final later this afternoon. You're watching the Australian Lacrosse Network.